We're having a dance party, Jen, before we start. All right. Thought we'd start off with a bit of a dance party. Bring up our energy a bit. Welcome, ladies, welcome. Okay, so tonight, module 4. Can you believe we're already into week 4? It's just flying. Okay, so tonight's all about fitness routines, what works, why. I'm going to teach you how to find your heart rate that is working for you in order to be in the cardio zone or the fat burning zone. I'm also going to talk to you about different types of routines. But before that, what I thought we might do is what we always do each week. What are some wins or some learnings that we've had this week over the last week? You can type them into the group, into the chat if you like, or you can unmute and share. What are some of the wins that you've had this week or learnings?
I wrote up a timetable of
Beautiful.
all my time and
Yeah.
started to put in the things that I wanted to put in and find out where everything was going to go.
Beautiful. How's that helped you? Has that kind of helped you to see it all? Like,
yeah,
you want it to come out?
Yeah. Yep. Did one for my daughter as well because she's just crazy because she's 14 and
I have one of those. Yep.
And I did do one for her a while ago and she has been saying, can you do another one of those for me? So while I was doing mine, I then did up one for her.
Beautiful. Excellent. Really good stuff. How about you, Jen? Win for this week?
Staying sane through school holidays.
I can relate to that, and trying to work at the same time. Yes.
Yeah, I guess I was probably not triggered so much by emotional eating Trying to juggle the kids with work. There's a couple of really stressful jobs on that
Yep.
are taking a lot of my energy.
Yep.
Rather than sitting in a corner and being a misery to everyone, I took the kids out today. So
Good.
yeah, so channeling a different sort of energy, I think.
Nice. Well done. Good job. Excellent. Excellent. And how do
Even
you,
though it was a lolly shot.
that's all right. That's all right. You got out of the house. That's good. Good. And did that feel good?
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
Good.
But the kids enjoyed that I was sort of present with them, and a bit calmer.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Thank you, Miss Gordon. Whoops. Thank you. That's okay. Okay. Good. Excellent. All right. So, a couple of things I want you to think about tonight. I'm going to pose some questions for you to give some thought to. Excuse me for a minute. There you go. Okay. So, we've been talking a lot about cause and effect, all right, above and below the line thinking, okay? So 2 questions I'm going to ask you tonight that I want you to think about, okay? First of all, the first question is, do you want to change? That's your first question, which is above the line thinking, okay, which showing that you're committed. The second question, you need to define whether it's, do you want to change, or do you want to change? 2 different things, right? So is it, do you want to change, or do you want to change? Just let that sink in for you for a minute. So the want to change, that's where you're starting to get into the not committed, the below the line thinking. All right. So just really think on that this week. Do you want to change, or do you want to change? The other thing is, are you keeping promises to yourself? What do I mean by that? So if you, and this is really works well with tonight's topic, because I'm going to ask you what things you're going to do that you're going to commit to this week in terms of exercise and fitting that into your week. So are you committing to yourself? So if you're setting yourself a goal to achieve, are you doing it? Are you saying yes to you, or are you saying no to you? Okay. And if you're saying no to you, is that making you congruent with yourself or not? Is that honoring you or not? And the reason I ask this is because 20% of people in the world live at cause. I mean, at effect, I should say, not cause, live at effect. And 80% live at, sorry, I was right. I said it the right way around. 20% of the world live at cause and 80% live at effect. And I guess you have to ask yourself, which one do you want to be? So are you keeping promises to yourself that you're setting? And if you're falling short of that, are you living below the line by doing that? And do you want to be part of the 80% that fall short and live below the line? Or do you want to be the 20% that live above the line and at cause? And I really want you to come back to that throughout the week and really think about that, especially when you're finding yourself being triggered and maybe coming up with the reasons and excuses why you don't want to do something that you've committed to. Okay, so let's talk about fitness routines, all right? And there's all different types of exercise, as you know. So we've got walking, running, cycling, weights, body weights, HIIT training, circuits. You've got specific gym classes. There are so many things that you can do, okay? And yes, all of them work to a certain extent, but there's things about certain exercises that we do that there's not really any negatives because it gets you moving, but some work better than others. But there are also a few variables. It depends on your fitness level, if you have any limitations or injuries. There's Jackie. It also will depend on any, you know, if there's illness or sickness going on as well, which is part of your limitations. Okay. Hey, Jackie, we're just talking about fitness routines.
Okay.
And maybe go back and watch the recording of the first 5 minutes, because there's a bit of crucial information in there that I just talked about with the girls that I want you to think about this week. So what I want you to type in the chat, what are you currently doing? I know what most of you are doing, but just type it in the chat. What are you currently doing in terms of the type of exercise? Just the type of exercise. Yep. Yep. What type of DVDs, Jackie? Jen, you're still doing some walking though, walking around with the kids at your pace. That's still moving. Walking and dancing, good. Emma, what type of exercise? Weights, body weight exercise, walk on treadmill. Excellent. Yeah, see, it's good. Excellent. All right, so that's a win. Good. Okay. Now, hand up if you've heard of HIIT training. I know you have, Jack. Okay, good. Okay, good. So it's high intensity interval training. Now, don't let that word high intensity throw you. Okay. It does not mean, it can mean, but it does not mean that you're jumping up and down, you know, like a crazy person. Okay. What it means is it's making the heart rate spike at, you know, 20 to 30-second intervals. Okay, that's why it's called interval training. All right, so it's spiking the heart rate into that cardio rather than fat burning zone. Okay, so that the reason behind it is because when you spike the heart rate like that, it increases your metabolism, and it also will help you to keep burning calories for longer. So let me give you an example. You go for a walk or you walk on the treadmill and you will burn whatever calories you burn in that time because it's constant and steady, right? Excellent, still good. When my clients come to me here to train, I use HIIT training, okay? My reason for that is because some of them only get to me once a week. Okay, so I want to maximize the time that they're with me as much as I can to be able to keep their body burning more calories for longer. So what happens when you spike that heart rate? Okay, it doesn't just burn the calories that you're doing for the 45 minutes or half an hour and just stop. It will keep burning for 24 to 48 hours, depending on how hard you've worked, at a higher rate than what it would if it was at a resting rate. Okay. Now, having said that, with everybody, whatever fitness level you are at, you can still achieve this. Okay. By spiking your heart rate at that right level. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you've got a fit person working out or you've got a not so fit person working out, because their heart rates and their spiking heart rates are completely different. Okay, so someone that is, you know, not very fit and only needs to spike their heart rate to maybe 100 beats per minute, that might be their maximum heart rate. That might be their spiking level for them at their fitness level. Whereas the fitter person might need to spike their heart rate to 150 or 160. Okay, so they have to work a little bit harder. It also depends on your age. Okay, the older you are, the less higher your heart rate needs to go. So go us oldies, all right? We don't have to work as hard. We still get the same benefit. Sorry, Jack, you got a bit a while ago there. Okay, so let me tell you what other benefits there are for the HIIT workout. Now, I'll come back to what I was going to tell you in a minute. So it burns lots of calories, I said that, in a shorter amount of time. Your metabolic rate is working higher and longer after exercise, right? It helps you to lose fat. It can help you to build muscle. It improves your oxygen consumption, okay? So you get fitter, all right? It also reduces heart rate and blood pressure. That's why exercise is great for you, okay? And it can also reduce your blood sugar levels. Okay, so lots of different benefits there, all right? So the other thing I want to say about it is, even if you're walking, you can increase the pace to increase the intensity, to increase the heart rate. So you can still be walking the dog or walking on the treadmill, but you will do it in spurts of fast and slow, fast and slow, fast and slow. That's going to increase that heart rate and give you that HIIT training effect. All right. If you have a Fitbit, they're awesome. You can monitor your heart rate. It makes it easier for you. My one actually tells me if I'm in a fat burning zone or a cardio zone, right? So I don't have, I mean, I put my data in there, so that's why it automatically works it out, but I don't have to mentally work it out. But I'm going to show you how to do that so that you can work it out for yourself if you don't have that. All right, so the way we do this is, the first thing you need to know is your fat burning zone, okay, is between 65 and 70% of your max heart rate. All right, that's your fat burning zone. And your peak heart rate, which is what you want to spike it to, okay, in order to get that intensity of it helping you to burn calories for longer, right, is 85% of your max heart rate. Now, what's your max heart rate? Okay, so this is how we work it out. It's 220 minus your age. Okay. And whatever your answer is your max heart rate. Okay. But that's not what you have to do, right? That's your maximum heart rate. So if you want to get to peak, you've got to work out 85% of that. Okay. You look like you're having a heart attack then, Emma. Okay. So I'll use mine as an example, okay? Just so you get this, right? So 220 minus 47, that's me, right? Gosh, I can't do maths tonight, it's too late. I'm going to use the calculator. 220 minus, oh, you probably do this straight away, Jen. You're the mathematician there. 173 is my max, right? Now I'm going to work out my peak heart rate. So 173 times 85%, or max, is 147 roughly. Okay. So if I want to start burning more calories, I need to be at least hitting anywhere between 140 and 147 to spike that. Okay. if I want to do in my fat burning zone, I still take that 173 and I work out, let's just do 70% to make it easy. All right. It's 121. Okay. Now what you will find is that it's a lot easier to hit the fat burning than it is to hit this. Okay. However, you only need to hit that for about 10 to 15 seconds and then drop down. And then spike it back up again and drop down. Okay. And the way I do it with my clients is I will do, and for you guys, I would say only start off with either 2 or 3 rounds. You will spike it for 20 to 30 seconds. So start off small first, right? Even 15 seconds if that's where you can manage. And then rest for 10 seconds or 10 to 12 seconds. And then you're going to do it again. Okay. So I'm just going to move this and show you what I mean. So my HIIT sessions, I will do 30 seconds, 4 rounds with 10 seconds of rest in between. Okay, so for example, I will get up to the peak heart rate for 30 seconds and then I'll slow down for 10 seconds. I don't stop completely, I just slow it right down. And then I'll hit it back up again for 30 seconds and I'll slow it back down. And then I'll do it again and then I'll do it again. So it's that cycle. On for 30, off for 10. 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 Does that make sense? Yep. Yep, good. Now, you can do this with walking. You can do this with running. You can do this with cycling. You can do this with any exercises. So you might do on the treadmill, if you've got a treadmill at home, you might power walk for 30 seconds and then you might step off to the side for 10 seconds. Then you might jump back on for 30 seconds, right? Step to the side 3 to 4 times, right? You might also do crunches for 30 seconds, stop for 10 seconds. Crunches for 30 seconds, stop for 10 seconds, etc. Right? You might do squats for 30 seconds, stop for 10 seconds, do it again, right? Is that making sense? Yeah? So I'm going to show you what I mean. So this is something you can try, right? So I'm going to say to you to start anywhere between, unless you've been doing this for a little while. I know, Jackie, you have, so you can probably do the 30 seconds. Emma, have you been doing this for a bit? Okay, so anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds, right? And you could do squats. And you're going to do that 3 times with a 10 to 12 second rest in between. Right? That could be the first exercise. The second exercise can be, Jen, do you own any a treadmill or anything like that? No, that's okay. That's all right. So if you could do this outside, doesn't matter. So you could do it in the backyard. So if you've got a length to walk, so you could do 15 to 30 seconds, power walk, right? 3 times with the 10 to 12 second rest, right? Whatever your power walk is, right? Checking in on the heart rate, okay? That's your answer, right? So the numbers you've worked out, That's what you've got to hit. It's going to be different for all of you. Okay? If you need me to check that, I'm happy for you to send it through to me and I can check it. Okay? But what we want to do is start spiking that heart rate. So Jen, yours is going to be a lot slower than that, but you're going to do it at your pace, right? So you may even just do it for 10 seconds because you've got your other injuries and limitations to consider. Okay? So the other thing you might do there, so you've got squats, power walk. You might then do crunches. Now, if you can't do crunches, if you can't get on the floor and crunch, okay, so we're breathing out on the way up and breathing in on the way down. You can do simply lying on your back and squeezing in, right? Squeezing and holding that belly button and pushing it down into the ground. So you're on your back, pushing down into the ground, but holding it for 10 to 15 or 30 seconds, right? And then release, right? And you're going to hold, squeeze, 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 and release. You can even do it standing up. You can do it sitting in the chair while you're working, okay? If I have to pay, yep, and that's fine. So I just want you to do that for now. I just want you to get moving. That's all I want you to do, okay? Because what you'll find is the more that you get out and move, as I said to you the other day, the easier and fitter and healthier you're going to be each time, okay? So you just got to start, all right? But we do it at your pace because even if you're walking really slowly, it's all relative to your fitness. So it's still going to have an impact for you, right? You don't need to compare it to what Jackie's doing because Jackie's at a completely different fitness level to you. And she doesn't have any of the other stuff going on as well, right? So you need to keep it in your, like what's going on for you, all right? So even though they might be walking faster or quicker or whatever, or running or what have you, ignore that. You just need to do it at your pace. As long as you are spiking that heart rate up and moving your body, we're winning, right? Okay. Any questions about that? Like, and seriously, this will take you like 10 minutes. You can repeat this maybe 3 times if you wanted to, if you've got 20 minutes. Okay? So you could do that and then repeat it again and then repeat it again. It doesn't have to be difficult. Okay? I'm going to, and I did this last time for the other ladies, I've got a couple of little short videos that a PT friend of mine did that I bought from her so that I could share it with you guys that she did. And they're like this, okay, that you can try, all right, and you can do at home. And then I'm going to put other alternatives in there for those of you that can't do this, all right, because I know Sally can't do this either because she has her amputee legs, right? She's got no legs. Okay, so she's got prosthetics. So I give her different things to do. Okay. What was I going to say? Yeah. So there are alternatives. Okay, and there are different ways you can do it. Okay. All right. Any questions about that? No, all good. Beautiful. All right. What I want to do with you tonight, before we do that, I'll do this in a minute. I want you right now to have a think about what will you commit to this week, how many times, and what type of workout or exercise or movement are you going to do? What is a good watch? I have the, what do I have? The, look, anything that will read your heart rate, you can just get the lower level Fitbit. And I have the, oh, I always forget what this one's bloody called. The Fitbit. Oh, I can't remember. I'll find out for you. I didn't buy it. It was a birthday present for me. So there you go. See, that's why I can't remember. But it's good. I like it. But I will find out for you. This one's about 200. But there's cheaper ones than that you can get that will just do the heart rate for you. Okay. But the brand is Fitbit. So even if you were to look up that, it'll give you their whole range. All right. I think it's Fitbit Pro or something like that. And there's even more fancier ones than that, but I don't need that. Right. This does exactly what I need. So yeah. What are you going to commit to this week? What workout will you do? All right. Pop that into the chat and I'm going to hold you accountable to that. So Jen said, I'll go for a walk on the beach or part of the Baybrook Saturday, Sunday. Awesome. Perfect. Beautiful. Yep. Nice. Good, Jackie. Beautiful. Every weekday, Emma? Or you, yeah, 5 or 3 or how many? 5? Beautiful. Nice. All right. I'm going to check. Keeping you accountable. Okay. All right. Good. The other thing I want to bring to your attention is I'll just go through the module quickly for you for this week. Let me get that up there. Hang on. Okay, let me just make it a bit smaller. All right, so it's asking you what types of exercise, how many times can you commit, what will you be doing, how long. It's asking you to write your heart rates there that we worked out. When are you starting? All of you should be saying tomorrow. And you could do the workout that I've provided for you in here tonight, or I'll put the other one in the group, and then you're going to tell us how you went. Okay, really easy. Okay, nothing too stressful there. Okay, live Q&A on Friday morning in the group. Okay, again, if there's no questions, that's fine. I will give you some other tips and comments. Now is also, I'm going to pop in the group too, the time to start thinking about booking in your one-on-one session with me that you get in the 6 weeks. So any time between now and the end, or just 1 or 2 weeks after, you can use that. Okay, so have a think about when you might want to do that, and I will pop the link in for you to do that. Now that time is for you. We can work on whatever you feel is still keeping you stuck. So whether it's you want to work through negative emotions, you want to do. I did a really great technique with Jackie a couple of weeks back called like to dislike. So if there's things in terms of food that you like, we do a technique that helps to bring in a dislike around that particular food if you're finding it really difficult to stop eating it. So have a think about what you want to do there as well. Okay, that's totally your choice. I'll just work with you on that. All right. So that's that. So what I want to do now to finish off tonight is I want to take you through a meditation visualization, but I want to help you to install some positive learnings around what we're doing, okay? And help you to install them in your unconscious mind so that you will then start to remember those and look for those answers when you're feeling triggered or when you're feeling like you have, you know, fallen off the wagon, or you need to get back on track, or you need to a little bit of motivation, so to speak. All right. Okay. So what I want you to do is get comfortable. You just need to listen to my voice. I'm going to run you through a series of things that I want you to listen to. Get comfortable, enjoy the moment, and let's install some really positive learnings for you that you can start using. Okay, beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to kneel down here for a sec so I can get out of the way. And when you're ready, I just want you to close your eyes. And focus on your breathing. Good. Big deep breaths in through the nose. And breathe out. And really blow out all that day. Breathe in. And breathe out. Blow out all that negative energy from the day. Let it all go. Breathe in. And breathe out. And I want you to start to feel comfortable. Really focus on your breath, and that's all I want you to focus on. Right now, I want you to just start to sink deep into your chair. Right now. And as you're comfortably sinking into your chair, I want you just to focus on your breath.
Can you fix the phone?
Shh. Good. Sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. Your eyelids may want to blink, but we're sinking deeper and deeper. Keeping your eyes closed now, you're feeling more and more and more relaxed. That's right. Keep those eyes nice and closed and comfortable as you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. Make sure your hands are gently resting, barely touching on your thighs. You can't feel anything else. That's right. I want you to think about that end goal that we visualized last week. Bring it into your mind and visualize it. See it like you're watching a movie. What do you see? What are the colors? Who's there? What sounds do you hear? Bring it right into your picture, nice and bright. Turn up the volume so it's really, really bright, so you can see every single detail. And while you're watching this movie play out, I want you to remember, I am healthy. I am losing weight with ease. I am making healthy food choices. I am getting fitter and healthier each day as I move my body. I am enough. I am worthy of change. I am worthy of love and self-care. I am worthy of my own time for me. I am healthy. I am losing weight with ease. I am making healthy food choices. I am getting fitter and healthier each day as I move my body. I am enough. I am worthy of change. I am worthy of love and self-care. I am worthy of my own time for me. I want you to really focus on those words, those positive learnings. Bring them into your movie. In a moment, I'm going to start counting backwards from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8. The movie is starting to distance itself. 7, 6, 5. It's getting smaller and smaller in your screen. Starting to feel the sensations coming back into your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Beautiful. How do you feel? Good. Awesome. So I'm going to put those learnings up in the group as well, okay? And you can visualize on those again. You can repeat this recording again, and you can also use them as affirmations as well, all right? I really want you to try and make some time to write these out, say these each day, okay? At least twice a day, okay? Because the more that we say them, so morning and night, the more that we say them and affirm them, the more that we're embedding them in our unconscious mind, the more that we are going to believe them and make them real for us. The unconscious mind is going to naturally look for those things, okay? Because we're making those new neural pathways, all right? Really important. All right, ladies, any questions about tonight? No, all good? Beautiful. All right, well done. Thank you for jumping on. I hope you got a lot out of that, and I'll pop all that information into the group as well. All right, and don't forget what you agreed to, committed to this week. All right, I will be checking. Okay. All right. Have a great night, ladies. See you later.